On this episode of Cooking with M.F.R.D, Murfreesboro firefighter Mitchell Whittenburg shares his steak wrap and grilled vegetables. Also, some grilling tips with our host, Ashley McDonald.
Hello, I'm Ashley McDonald with Murfreesboro Fire and Rescue Department. Welcome to another episode of Cooking with M.F.R.D. Today we have firefighter Mitchell Whittenburg with us to share some of his unique grilling recipes. What you got for us today, Mitchell?
Well, we've got some jalapeno steak roll-ups we're going to do. And we've got some just some grilled vegetables.
Okay.
We're going to take a piece of the marinated steak. It's been marinating for about an hour, and
what did you marinate that in?
A little bit of Dale's and some Allegro.
Can you use anything you think?
Yeah, any kind of steak seasoning. Is going to do pretty good on it.
And it looks like you've got it sliced pretty thin.
Yeah, if you go to your butcher at whatever grocery store you go to, get some Ive round and have them sliced at about 1/8 of an inch thick. You don't want it real thick so it all gets cooked good.
Okay, and then what's the next step?
We're going to take a piece of our steak and lay it out on our cutting board and take some of our mixture here. We've got cream cheese and diced jalapenos. We're going to take about a teaspoon of it and put it right in the middle and roll it up, and take a piece of our bacon and roll it on the outside, and then we're going to stick a toothpick in it just so it all stays together.
Okay, so secure with a toothpick, and I think we've already got some.
We've got a few made up over
rolled
here.
Up. Okay. And then what do we need to do with the vegetables to get them ready to hop on the grill?
All we got to do is try to chop them up into equal sizes, just so they get cooked equal. And we're going to take them and we're just going to put about 1/3 of a cup of olive oil over the top of them, just to help them not stick when we put them on the grilling pan.
And what Mitchell's got in this bowl, if you can see, we've got some red onion, some mushrooms, some zucchini, and some yellow squash. But you can use pretty much any vegetable that you prefer. And we want to put a little salt and pepper or any type of other seasoning.
Yeah, we're going to put a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper, just kind of to your taste, whatever you think.
I like a lot of black pepper.
My wife, she kind of likes a lot of the salt. So.
Does she?
Oh yeah.
So then we're going to put them on the grill. Now you can either do these as kebabs, right? Or you could do them in what you've got, a grilling skillet or some type of grill pan.
I think they cook a little bit better in one of these grilling skillets, just to kind of keep them level. Usually when you put them on those kebabs, they'll be a little bit different size. So
sure.
I think they cook a little bit better on these.
Okay, well let's get some of this stuff on the grill.
All right.
We've got a good sizzle going on the grill, and we're going to get ready to put all the ingredients on there.
All right, first thing we're going to put down, we're going to put our vegetables in our grilling pan here. Want to kind of move it away from the heat as much as we can.
Now, what level is the grill set on? Is it a medium heat setting?
I've got it on about a medium heat right now. Get all our little veggies in the bowl there.
And the skillet was placed on the grill ahead of time to go ahead and get it.
Go ahead and get it
to the temperature.
Go ahead and get it up on a temperature, right?
Oh, we've also got some green pepper in the veggies, so that's good too.
All right, now that we've got those going, we're going to get our roll-ups here on the grill.
Those look good. Now, how long will it take usually for these to cook, or how do you know that they're finished cooking?
These will take. They don't take a long time, just really until your bacon's done, because your steak is cut so thin that it doesn't take long for it to get done at all. You'll have a little bit of the cream cheese will start rolling out of either end of it, and
that's how you know that it's done.
Absolutely.
And on the vegetables, I guess in the skillet they won't have as much of a char on them as they would if you were doing a kebab or something like that.
That's
had them
right.
more directly on the grill. So what are we looking for in the vegetables?
We're looking for them to be soft in the middle, but have a good crust on the outside is what we're looking for.
And how long have you been making both of these recipes? Is this something that you make at the fire hall a lot, or?
Well, I do sometimes. A friend of mine actually turned me on to these roll-ups. He did them with with dove. We had some dove breasts one day that we wanted to cook, and he went to the refrigerator and found some jalapenos and cream cheese, and that's what he came up with. So we decided to put it in some steak, and that's how we wound up with this recipe.
So it's kind of just thrown together, but it worked out good.
Absolutely.
And do you cook a lot at home too, Mitchell?
I cook every day that I'm not at the fire hall at the house. My kids love it, standing out by the grill, cooking with me. So.
That's good. It's a good family affair. And so now, you were volunteered actually to do this recipe, so I know you've had to have cooked it at Station 7 a couple of times.
Yes, we have, and we've cooked it out there a few times, and we do it a lot when we all get together, may go to a football game or something like that. This is a crowd pleaser right here.
So it's probably more of an appetizer type recipe, but if you eat enough of them, it could also be an entree. So we look like we're getting a good coloring on one side.
We've already got some back here that's kind of ready to flip. You got to kind of watch your bacon, because of course it's got a lot of fat in it. It's going to flare up on you a little bit. Get you a good pair of long tongs. That way you don't have to put your hand directly over the heat.
Is there a certain type of bacon that you want to use? Does it need to be like a thick cut or a thinner cut, or
well, it really
sugar
doesn't matter.
cured?
It really doesn't matter. I usually get just the original cut because, like I said, the steak's cut so thin that they get done about the same time because they're about the same thickness.
And also on the toothpicks, Mitchell and I were discussing this earlier, that you want to try to get the ones that have the more pointed end, because the flat ones tend to break off into the steak meat, and they're a little bit tougher to get all the way through the meat. So these are looking good, Mitchell.
Oh, I think they'll be good.
Okay, we're ready for this stuff to come off the grill, and we've got some taste testers here behind us. So we're gonna let them try them now. Guys, you probably want to blow on them a little bit, obviously, and let them cool down before you burn your mouth. Now, is this everybody's first time trying these?
Yeah.
They good?
Very good.
Well, you've got some takers here. They like them.
Can't go wrong with steak and bacon.
Okay, I'm gonna have to try one too now. That is really good.
Very good.
Transfer you back up here on me.
Seconds, everybody get seconds. Now the vegetables are almost ready to come off too, right, Mitchell?
Yes, they're almost ready to come off. And I think I'm just going to put them right back in this bowl right here.
Okay. Now I'll let you plate up the rest of these so these guys can enjoy them.
All right.
They're really good. We thank you very much for sharing these recipes with us.
Oh, no problem.
Vegetables good? They were just seasoned with a little bit of olive oil and salt and pepper, so it's just the natural flavors of the vegetables just enhanced with the grilling. Well, you did a good job. You're getting rave reviews, Mitchell.
Well, hey, that's good. That's good. I'm happy. As long as they're happy, I'm happy.
Okay, we've got some more steak here, so y'all enjoy. Mitchell, you got any kind of extra tips for these two recipes that may enhance, not that they're not already good enough, but that you may do differently sometimes to switch it up?
I do kind of, every once in a while I put a little bit of the, like a dry steak seasoning on there. Weber's, McCormick's, Kroger brand, whatever's out there. May soak your toothpicks in a little bit of water before you put them in your steak, just to keep them from burning as much as possible. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty simple. Anybody can do it, and it's a crowd pleaser.
Thank you for joining us for today's episode of Cooking with M.F.R.D. These recipes are going to be available on www.murfreesborotn.gov under Fire and Rescue.